Athletic Association Bowling Championships are brought to you by Time Warner Cable.
We welcome you back to Lancaster and the Tiki Lanes for the OHSAA State Championship. The ladies, the guys bowled earlier. Stebbins the winner there, and now the Lady Elks tied with the Skyhawks, who won Game 2 of Fairborn.
Well, remember,
going to Game 3.
Eric, Fairborn chose to start on lane 22, and that's where they'll start Game 3.
Roniqua Scott, and she goes high and has...
He's a 3-10 baby split.
One of the easiest ones to pick up. What you want to do, you want the ball to hit the right side of the 3. It then shifts the ball over to the right and hits the 10.
In an ideal situation, that's how you're supposed to get it, but sometimes you'll see the ball hook a little bit too much, and it'll hit the 3 on the, on the right side and slide it over to hit the 10. So
just got the 1. Would you believe that I put 2 balls in between them without touching either pin? I've done it twice.
I've seen that done before, believe it or not.
2 times I put the ball right in between those 2 pins, didn't knock the 1 over.
Let's see if Centerville can keep.
And Slanker just didn't have enough revolutions to come back.
The 1-2-8.
But catches a break as the 10 pin went in the pit.
See if she can cover this.
Wonder if she's an Elk football fan, you think?
I believe it or not, I actually went to a Elk football game a few years back with Coach Colas.
And she's able to cover in the first.
Centerville High School is a huge high school. They get about 15 to 20,000 at their football game. Unbelievable.
Samantha Weinert. They opened in the first. Has to go Brooklyn, and it does. And she gets
the break.
The break. Is heading for that head pin, and you know what happens if you head on that head pin. Dangerous stuff. Macesso now working off of that spare in the first. That looks good, but leaves the 5. That's always a tough one. You know about leaving a 10 pin if you're a right-hander or a 7 pin if you're a left-hander. But when you hit a pocket nicely and you leave the 5, you kind of scratch your head and go, what?
The ball kind of just didn't have just a little bit more rotation, would have carried that. Just kind of hit the... She's going to cover the spare there.
Back-to-back spares for the Elks. And that'll bring up Kendra Snyder. Working off of the strike in the second.
She's had 2 6 spares on this lane back in the first game when they were on lane 22. Looks like she goes a little high, leaves the 3-6-10.
Looking to cover. Domino theory.
Yeah, she gets it.
She got it. You want the ball to get into the first 2 pins and then kick out that 10, but this is what you call the domino theory. Usually it just goes.
Wasn't a textbook conversion, but it was a conversion, and that's the important thing. Find a way to get it done.
Absolutely. Here's Sweetman. He's got to go to the Brooklyn side, and now we're seeing a few Brooklyn strikes. So catching some breaks.
She might have missed just a hair left there, but got away with it. Hit the head pin.
Puts 39 in the seconds. Casey Fulton. That's a good line. That's a solid strike. Perfect line. 6-17 series earlier. And now Van Etten working off of a strike in the third.
She struck every time. She has struck, I'm sorry. There she is.
That's as solid as you can be there. Both teams strike in the fourth. Now it's time for the Yankers. Audra Morenik. She has a good line. Oh, call the police on that one.
Yeah,
You were robbed.
That ball had good roll on it. A little sharp angle hand in the pocket, a little wide angle in the back end caused that 6-pin to go right up around to the 10.
I still say call the police.
It still was a good shot.
I think she was robbed there. But sometimes that happens. You can have the perfect pocket hit, but sometimes the pins don't do what they should. Now we have a stoppage of play for a moment.
I think they're going to have to spot the 10-pin.
Okay.
And the foul light went off for some reason.
So they'll dump those pins and then manually put that 10-pin back into the center. And now we're ready to go as you take a look. Well, Centerville fans have come out. They know they're on TV here at the Tiki Lanes in Lancaster. And Morenik trying to cover on that 10, and she went wide. And folks, that doesn't count. Once that ball goes in the gutter, it cannot come back out and take out a pin. So that is an open frame for the Skyhawks.
77-5.
Centerville working off the double. Keenan, and she catches a break. She went real high on that pocket, but it is a turkey for the Lady Elks. So they put 69 in the third.
Real close to being a 4-pin. You saw the 4-pin go straight back.
Now back to the top of the order. Reniqua Scott. And she comes back with a nice strike after the open. Slanker working on a 3-bagger. Nice
shot.
Excellent ball speed on that one. Just slowed up and then allowed the ball to grab.
Very nice shot.
Put 99 in the fourth.
See if Centerville can keep the pressure on.
Weiner, that's going to have to get there. It's going to be a little light. Gets a count of 8.
Leaves a 2-5.
Centerville won game 1 if you're just joining us, and then the Skyhawks Fairborn came back to tie it up. We are now in game 3 of the OHSAA Ladies State Championships here on Sports Time Ohio. Glad to have you with us as we come to you from Lancaster and the Tiki Lanes.